Hi, my name is Mirela Rugina. Welcome to the first part of Customizing Internet Banking Data video, Identify what needs to be changed. This is the first of a series of videos that will show you the steps that you need to perform if you have to make a change to an R18 web page. Suppose you are a consultant and the bank asks you to add a new field to the homepage of IB Retail, displaying the account officer for every account of the logged-in user. This field will be used by the IB user to know which account officer from the bank manages his or her account, thus being easier to contact the officer. This information will be located within the Your Accounts card to the left of the account's balance. How do you start? What do you have to do to accomplish this task? Before you begin changing anything, you have to identify which business component of the IB Retail needs to be amended. Then, identify the exact iris service that retrieves the information to be displayed. You might have to update all three layers of the affected business component: front-end UXP, integration iris, and back-end core banking, depending on the field required to be displayed. This video series will show you how to identify the exact business component affected by displaying the new field, the UXP layer files that will have to be edited to accommodate the change, the iris service that should expose that field to UXP, and the core banking inquiry that should fetch that information. The first step is to open the IB Retail main project file. From there, you'll try to locate the exact business component and its UXP layer files that will have to be edited. After starting your UXP developer application, select File menu, Open, then navigate to your Internet Banking project folder and select the Retail project file. Open. Now your developer window should display the solution project file. Make sure your locations are set correctly and pointing to your Internet Banking project folder. Now let's determine which business component will be affected by the change. Select Presentation Editor. You need to find where in the presentation, where in the actual Internet Banking homepage, you need to insert the new field. Find within the Presentation Editor where exactly the Your Accounts card is located. So expand Responsive Presentation, expand Home Process, expand Home Phase, expand TD Responsive Row, expand Center Column. The center column on the home page contains three components: forecast, product list, and recent transaction list. Your account card is contained within the product list component item group. So right-click, open component. A new developer window will open, displaying a component project file. As you may see, product list is a component of the accounts business component. You need to know this because later you will use Design Studio to import and edit the iris project containing that exact business component. In this particular case, the accounts business component will be the one that will have to be changed in order to add the new field into the IB homepage's Your Accounts card. It's time to see which service retrieves or should retrieve that piece of information. Practically which IFP from UXP's integration layer fetches that field from core banking. Select the second developer window, the one containing the product list IFP file. Select Process Editor. There are two processes here, product list and products navigation. The first one contains the process for your accounts card in the center of the page, while the second one contains the process for the smaller accounts card on the side of the IB Retail homepage. Expand Product List process. expand initial phase, expand container, loading accounts list, expand container, run child rules, expand if container, right-click, calling component accounts list, open component. Another new developer instance will be opened, the third one displaying the wrapper project file. As you may see, accounts is the wrapper of the accounts component. Select Process Editor, expand Accounts List Process, expand Accounts List Rules Only Phase, expand Container Load and Format Accounts List, right-click calling component enqtc accounts, open Interface component. Another new developer instance will open, the fourth, displaying an Iris integration component project file. As you may see, enqtc accounts Iris IFP is an Iris integration component of the accounts component. Select Process Editor, expand enqtc accounts process, expand Initialize rules only phase, expand Process enqtc accounts. As you may see, it has a rule that invokes an iris action for a core banking inquiry. This is the file that should contain the data item storing the field that needs to be displayed in the IB Retail homepage's Your Accounts card. Let's see if the needed data item exists. Select Window menu, Data Store Editor, expand enqtc account node, confirm that the required data item, Account Officer, is not present. This means that the account officer information is not exposed to UXP yet through this integration project file. We will have to amend the TC account inquiry to contain that output parameter and rebuild the enq TC account iris service, then regenerate the enq TC account iris IFP integration file. When you need to find updated information about a business component and its layers, access Temenos Customer Support Portal in a browser window. Navigate to Temenos Channels section, select the information for the desired year, select Channels Technology, and expand Services Documentation, then select Temenos Channels Business Components. The Temenos Channels Business Components page will be displayed, containing up-to-date information about the existing business components. The information about every component covers the three layers: core banking versions and inquiries, Iris services APIs, and Temenos UXP components. Please take a look at this page whenever you need to find information about the services of any of these business components. For example, select Beneficiary. The Beneficiary business components information will be displayed. In this page, you may find the specifics about the Beneficiary business components core banking layer, its comprising inquiries and versions, Iris services layer, and Temenos UXP layer, the integration files for the inquiries used to connect to the Iris or to datasets. Or take a look at Accounts Iris services if you need to find out what fields are exposed by an Iris service. Here is an example of Iris service enq TC accounts. If you find the field requested by the bank to be displayed within the IB Retail homepage, then you have an easy job and only have to make some changes within the UXP files to accommodate that field. If the field is not displayed, like in our example, account officer is not an output parameter for TC account inquiry in core banking or for the inquiry TC account iris service, then you will have to modify the TC account core banking inquiry and the iris service, and only after that you may proceed to change the UXP components. You may find additional information and step-by-step exercises about customizing IB data in the Features Internet Banking R18 Learning Guide Free Administration, available from December 2017. Don't forget to come back for the second part, Configure Tools video, available soon.